We're going to consider the questionnaire one more time. And the question in this case is going to be how many what is the number of rows in Microsoft Excel? And the number is 1 million. I mean, the biggest number of rows we can have in our table is 1,048,576 rows. And let's say that we want to create a test wherein the absolutely correct answer gets 2 points. But in case the user knows the roundabout number, which would be, let's say, he knows it's something like 1 million, he would still get 1 point. And of course, if he's off by more than that, he's gonna get 0 points. So once again, we see that we have 3 options. And let's start by writing. Let's say our user answered a round number, million here. And let's start assessing his answer. We write equals if, parentheses begin. And now we want to check if he has the absolutely correct answer. We write H6 equals F6, so we check for correctness. And if it is correct, we write semicolon 2 and assess him with 2 points. Now, the next thing we're going to do is semicolon. And now remember, we have 3 options. The absolutely correct has been checked. We're still left with a little bit off option and the absolutely wrong option. So we have written with if, the condition, and what to do. Now here is what to do next, and we have to do another if. We write, because there are 2 more options left, we have to write if parentheses begin. And now we're gonna start checking whether the answer he gave was a little bit off. So let's start doing the same thing we did with microprocessors production year. We write H6 minus F6. So we subtract the 2 answers from each other. We subtract the given answer from the correct answer. Okay, that's the basic difference between the 2. But the difference can be to either side. So sometimes the number will turn out to be negative. For that, for the difference to be always a positive number, we write an abs, which is an absolute function, around it and take away the minus sign. Okay, here it is. And now we put smaller than or equals to. We look at what the absolute, let's say what the difference between the 2 is, and if it's up to 50,000, let's say, then we're still quite satisfied. We're going to give him 1 point. So it's a semicolon 1, which is the result. And now comes the end of it. If we have reached this point, then we already know it was not the correct answer. We ran the other if and checked whether the answer was in the range of, the difference between the answers was in the range up to 50,000. And we also already know that it wasn't, that the difference was bigger. So here we already know it was too much of an error that was made. And we already give it straight away 0 points. And here is the formula. So once again, to go over it, the first is the correct comparison and the correct points. This is the first if's first part and the first if's second part. The third part of the first if is the entire second if. This all here is the third part of the first if. Okay. And now this is the second if, and it has the first part, which is comparison. What to do is the second part, and the third part of the second if is what to do if nothing has worked so far. So this is how this exercise is built out.